A lot of people's bench press sucks because their bench press sucks. Not their bench press, but their actual bench press, as in the bench. Okay, now that everybody has clicked away from the video because of that confusing intro, let me explain what I actually mean. With a lot of bench presses, the actual bench pad sucks. They can be too narrow, too low, and especially too slippery. Being able to properly use leg drive and get tight requires some level of friction on the bench pad. If you've ever trained on a powerlifting competition bench or just a really good grippy bench pad, you can see the difference grip makes firsthand and or be reminded of her. Now, a lot of powerlifters will use bands to cover the bench pad, but these create uneven heights, can be hard to place, and don't cover the full width of the bench pad. But my sponsor Odyssey makes mats for this, just $29 US and 10% off my code Vena. Now, I know I'm sponsored by them, but I've mentioned this exact issue before in multiple videos over the years, well before this, and this is a real simple fix. You just place it on and then you get more grip. Link below in the description and pinned comment if you want to get one for yourself. Now let's go over why proper friction to allow good leg drive is important for your bench and good cues to help you, especially if you have an Odyssey bench mat to help you with friction. Friction is important because leg drive boosts your bench in terms of weight and hypertrophy, and proper leg drive requires friction. I'll talk later about proper cueing for leg drive, which will make clear how friction is helpful, but first I want to talk about how a lot of people think that leg drive is just for lifting more weight or even ego lifting. I think it gets a bad rap to the people like this who are just humping the air mid-rep. Now, transferring some momentum into the bar like this can help you lift more, but the real benefit of leg drive is the tension and stability from a static and constant driving of the legs. The difference once you learn how to properly use this leg drive is night and day. Think of the opposite option, like benching on a Bosu ball, super unstable. It would make it impossible to push as hard with your muscles. The extra stability lets you better use your pressing muscles with leg drive, helping you lift more and thus build more muscle. Now, how do we properly use friction to create this static leg drive? The fundamental part is to get your weight supported on your traps and neck. This will serve as your anchor point, which requires good friction. To do this, lift your hips up off the bench when you unrack. Then once you put your hips back down, don't just let them fully rest on the bench. Keep them just floating on it by using your leg drive to still support most of the weight, not the actual bench supporting the glutes. That same leg drive should also be pushing horizontally, trying to push the traps and neck into the bench like you're trying to slide the bench towards the direction of your head. You can also use this anchor point of the traps and neck, created by friction, to increase your arch if you want. Just use your leg drive to bend your back. Though that's not necessary, you can still benefit from just the tension aspect if you don't want to lose any range of motion. So that's basically it. Proper friction is fundamental for leg drive, which will let you lift more and build more muscle. You can use my code MATTVENA for 10% off Odyssey bench mats, link below in the description, pinned comment, where you can also see where to contact me for coaching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And once again, thanks for watching.